Hi, welcome to Unique in the Creek. Just trying to find us here on my phone so I can read comments a little easier. There we go. Hi, everyone. Hop on in. Hi. Hi, Susan. Hi, Ruthie. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining me today at the Unique in the Creek page. Welcome, welcome. My name's Judy. I'm a designer with Team Unique. Thanks for joining me today. Now, I have something to explain to you. Hi, Wendy, Linda, Pam, Rebecca, Kathy. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I was supposed to be doing a kit today. It was the double wildflower kit that was released in Kit Craze Part 2. However, my package is still in transit. It's supposed to be here today, but it is not here yet. So I just kind of discussed it with Lori. I'm just going to do, because a lot of you plan your days around the lives, and so I didn't want to leave you hanging. Hi, Lynn, Kathy. Hello, everyone. So I'm going to go live today. I'm just making a kit on things I had, that I was planning to do one day, and today's the day. And then tomorrow, hopefully, my kits arrive, and I will be doing the wildflower kit tomorrow. So you get a twofer. You get me today, and you hopefully will get me tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Oh, from England. Hello. It's your dinner time now in England, right? Thank you, Pam. Yes, the Bluebirds was, if you saw my wreath yesterday that Pam is referring to, it was a sign and ribbon set, not a kit, but a set on the uniqueinthecreek.com website. If you do like that wreath or anything else, just pop on over there. Kit Craze Part 2 was released, like I said, this week. So if you are interested in kits, sign ribbon sets, ribbons, mesh, florals, of course, all the wreath boards, please go to uniqueinthecreek.com. Click on my link, add to your cart, or add to your cart, shop away, and at the checkout, put code Judy in capital letters, JUDY, in the checkout discount code. That is my affiliate link, and it does help me tremendously. I appreciate your support. Okay, but with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to show you what we're doing now. I apologize because I did have to just kind of wing this morning because I was hoping the kits would come in time. However, you never know with the postal service. It's no one's fault. Hi, Alicia, Paula, Tina, everyone. If I missed your name, I'm so sorry. I try to catch everyone, but sometimes the comments go by and I don't see them. So I apologize. Thank you for joining. So anyway, this kit is almost everything from Unique in the Creek, except for maybe one flower. I will explain to you the ones that are not Unique in the Creek, okay? But today we are using the large board, okay? The Unique in the Creek large board. And we are using every other hole on row 2. Okay, so 1, 2, skip 2, okay? And then on row 3, where I didn't use the set of holes, sorry, on row 3, I'm going to put 1, okay? In between the two It's so hard when you're looking in the camera. In between the two that don't have the zip tie, okay? So I'm going to put 4 zip ties on row 3, and then we're going to put 4 zip ties, I think, on row 4. Now, I cut my mesh at 30 inches, and I probably didn't need 30 inches, but once you start, you kind of have to keep going, right? Hi, Tina. Yes, our favorite firefighter. This is the mesh I'm using today. It is a denim color jute mesh. Now, all the SKUs for the things that I have is listed in the description box, okay? So if you are interested in the SKUs for this, again, everything is from Unique in the Creek today. If it isn't, I will mention it at the time when I use it, okay? But this is a really pretty denim jute. This cannot be wood burned, okay? I don't typically wood burn my mesh anyway, unless it's for a flower. I love these jute meshes. The only thing is you have to be aware of with jute. If you're very sensitive or you have really bad allergies, jute does shed a little bit, right? It sheds. So that's the only thing with jute. Just be aware that once you cut all your mesh or work with it, you might have some jute fibers around. But I do love jute mesh. Oh, hello, Deborah. Thank you for joining. So this is the mesh we're using. I cut 16 inches at 30, 16 pieces at 30 inches. Now, that's going to use more than one roll. I had 2 rolls of this. I wanted a really full mesh. If you only wanted to use one roll, you could cut it at 21 to 22 inches, which would be perfectly fine. Okay, and had I thought in hindsight, I probably should have just done that. But like I said, I cut a couple pieces at 30 inches, and then it's like, well, I have to kind of go now because, I mean, anyway, it's 30 inches, all right? And I cut 16 pieces. So again, if you want to use one roll, cut 22 inches or 21 inches for 16 pieces, okay? So I used about a roll and a quarter. Oh, hi, Tina Kelly. I didn't see you pop on. Thank you very much. Okay, the ribbon tails. I am using, now, this ribbon I don't think Lori has anymore. I have had this for quite some time. It's a lavender, vine lavender ribbon on burlap canvas, which is really nice. I had some of this left, so I'm going to use it up. And then I'm using this 1.5 Swiss dot lavender. Can't go wrong with that. Hi, Susan. Hi, Liz. How are you? And so I'm going to be using that. And then I'm using this, what is it, 7/8? No, 1 inch. Sorry, this is a 1 inch. This is that crosshatch ribbon. Oh my goodness, look at that. Like it's just so, it's a great ribbon. Okay. So I'm using this. I am using this on every set on row 2. So 8 sets of this, 4 pieces of the lavender, and 4 pieces of this wildflower. And the reason I didn't do wildflower or this lavender all the way around is because I didn't have enough for 8 ties, 8 zip ties. Okay. So then you just, try to do something that you can. It's not set in stone what you use, okay? Now, so that's the supplies. And then, of course, I'm going to be adding greenery and florals. I will show you that when we get to that point. So right now, I'm going to bring you down to the board. We'll get started, okay? Hi, Janet. Thanks for popping on. Okay, so here's the view. Hopefully, that is good. Hi, Debbie, Ottawa, fellow Canadian. How are you? Hi, Kathy. Felicia, hello. How's the view, my friends? How's the view? So if you missed the beginning, I am not using the kit that was originally listed in the event for today because my package, my mail did not arrive. It's supposed to come today, so fingers crossed. If it does come today, I will be doing the kit tomorrow. Unique in the Creek page, same time, okay? 12 Mountain, 1 Central, 2 Eastern, all right? So Today, I am just doing a wreath that has supplies from Unique in the Creek. Large board, denim jute mesh, 30-inch cuts at 16 pieces. Ribbon tails are cut at 14 inches. Sorry, I may not have mentioned that. Okay, I'm doing 2 different alternate tails on row 2 only. The sign is this beautiful, should have showed you that, so it would have made sense. It's this beautiful sign from Unique in the Creek. Okay, it's got little blue flowers, little purple flowers, some lavender, this cute little birdhouse, a little shovel, a pail, flower pot, and a welcome banner. Okay, sorry, the ring light's probably too bright there. Okay, but it's a really pretty everyday sign. This wreath will be perfect every day. Okay, so that's the sign that we're going to use. So let's finish making up the mesh. Now, I did every other on row 2. I am going to put the mesh in, or I had the mesh put in on this one, sorry. So I'm just going to add the ribbon tails. I'm alternating. So lavender polka dot, lavender. So this one's lavender. When I do my ribbon tails, I will show you how I do it. I kept 2 aside. So I need to do the lavender. So I'll show you that one now. Okay. So these again are cut at 14 inches. I crisscross them a little bit. It's a trick that Lori showed. It makes it, and it helps, right? To find your center. And then you just crisscross it, because that way your ribbons are already, you know, separated for you if you have trouble with your tails. And trust me, my friends, I have trouble with my tails. So this is great. Okay. Then you, on the large board, you have to make a nub, okay? Because the way it goes into the board. So then I just take a little rubber band. Okay. Lori does sell these little rubber bands in the shop. And then you just band the zip tie, or sorry, the ribbons. Okay, so then you get a little bundle like this. Don't forget to give your ribbon tails a little life, okay? So then you're going to put that in to your zip tie on row 2. Every other set of holes, you're going to put mesh and ribbon. Okay, then I'm going to take my needle nose pliers. I don't have the strongest hands, so these tools are great. Any needle nose pliers will work. Any wire cutter will work. I do use this zip tie tool, which really helps you cut your zip ties, okay? Don't worry about the frays in the mesh. All mesh frays, and you can just go around after, cut off the frays, and we're going to put florals and things in here, so a lot of it will be covered, okay? So then the next set of holes is going to have this polka dot, okay? Again, I use the same burlap, 1-inch burlap crosshatch. We're going to take our mesh. I did pre-roll some of these, so you don't have to watch me do that. Hi, Jane. Thanks for popping on. And I'm going to put that in there. Now, if you want, you can do 2 zip ties, put your mesh in first, go over top, put your ribbon tails in. But since these are bundled already, they're a little bit easier. You can just put them on the same time as your mesh. Okay. And zip tie it up. And I cut my zip ties as I go when my mesh is really full like this. I just find it a little bit easier. Okay, now we're going to fill around with those ribbon tails a gazillion times, so we'll carry on. Mesh. Sorry, I just got to reach a little closer there. Mesh and the lilac ribbon goes in this one because I am alternating. But you can do the same set of tails and every piece of mesh. I just didn't have enough of this lavender ribbon to do 8 sets of tails, which is, I had enough to do 7. So that was kind of sad. So, okay, so there we go. Jane, did I say hello to you? I'm sorry, I can't remember. So I'm going to say hello again. Thanks for joining. Hi, Angie. Hi, Diana. Nice to see you all. You're probably wondering why I'm not doing the kit that was listed in the event. It's because my package did not come from Canada Post or wherever it's coming from. And so hopefully they say it's in transit, so it will be here tomorrow. So I'm going to be on Unique in the Creek again tomorrow. So if you would like to join me again tomorrow, same place, same time, that would be awesome. I'm sorry for the inconvenience in case you guys were looking forward to the kit. I apologize for that. Oh, good. Okay, that's good, Jane. I hate to miss people's names. Hi, Teresa. How are you? Okay, so there. Again, we're just going to do mesh and tails. I've got one more set of tails to, oh, no, not yet. We'll do the mesh here. So every other on row 2. Mesh cut at 30 inches, but you could do just 22. Ribbon tails cut at 14 inches, only on the outside row. I mean, row 2, sorry, not the outside hole. And this is the large board. Hi, Sandy. Okay, now I have one more piece of mesh on the outside, so let's roll that up. So as you can see, this mesh is really nice and soft. It's very, very easy to work with. Oh, hi, Rebecca. Where are you? The mail is bad. You know, my mail is usually really good. I usually get my packages in like 3-4 days. But I'm not sure what happened this week because it's very unusual to take this long for me to get a package. Okay, so I just ruffle that up to make this little ruffle. Okay, you can do it down if you like. I am doing it up. Oh, thank you, Ruthie. Yeah, you get a twofer today, tomorrow, and today, I mean. Okay, oh, I forgot. I need to do the ribbon tail. I'm just going to clip that together. Hi, Susan. It's a denim jute, poly jute mesh. It's denim color. It's available at uniqueinthecreek.com. Oh, you're in Florida, Carrie. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, very unusual. I didn't get my package. That's okay. I will get it. Oh, Great Falls. Oh, who said that? Oh, Rebecca's in Great Falls and Carrie's in Florida. Oh, okay. Quite a bit apart, aren't we all? And then I'm going to take a little rubber band just to hold that together. I love seeing where people are from because I love the fact that people from all over have our interests, you know, and like watching everyone's lives on Team Unique. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Marie. That's very kind. Thank you and hello. Okay, so yes, so this is the last set. Sorry, I feel a little bit not flustered, but you know, I wasn't planning to do this read today, so I guess that might be why. But that's okay. Hopefully it'll work out. So we'll put this last set of tails in. Zip tie that up nice and tight and fluff up our mesh. Okay, so as you can see, it is pretty full, but I'm going to add some more pieces because I need this middle kind of filled out. Okay, so let's fiddle with that ribbon tail a little bit later. I have, let's see here, one, two. Okay, I've got these two. That's how you can tell if you don't know where you, because it's so full. I didn't know which ones were missing. So I've got one here to do. So let's do that. Except I lost the zip tie. There we go. So this is row 3. I've got 4 pieces of mesh on row 3. Okay, so it's like the little woodland ruffle. I'm just going to roll up the edges a little bit and ruffle up the center of that mesh. Oh, thank you, Ruthie. It's a beautiful neutral color, isn't it? I am loving blues this year, which is kind of weird for me, but I really am loving blues and yellows. Okay, so we're going to pull that mesh apart. Now, no ribbon tails on this row, okay? Just going to set that in there. You kind of have to part the C's because it gets pretty full, right? It gets pretty full. Okay. Now, I was planning on putting a couple in the center, but I may not have to. We'll have to wait and see how this goes. I think I may need still a couple in the middle, just maybe not 4. Okay. Oh, hi, Ruth. Thanks for joining. Just doing a little woodland ruffle, 30 inches of this jute poly mesh in denim. All the SKUs of what I'm using, except maybe some of the ribbons. I did pull some extra ribbons out because I wasn't sure what I'm going to use in my bow. But I did list SKUs for the things I am using for sure. Okay, are there any questions so far? Or any, if you've missed the beginning, I could answer any questions if you like. Okay, so see, there is a hole in here, right? So I cut the mesh, so I probably will use it. So on row 2, to recap, every other row 3, I did the 4 pieces of mesh in between 2 of the holes that I didn't use. Okay, so I just did 1 here. I skipped a set, went here, skipped the set, went here. Okay, and then on row 4, I'm not sure how many pieces, but so far I have used 1 piece. Okay, so I've got 3 more zip ties to use, and I probably will use it just because I cut them. Yes, this mesh is great. It's nice and soft, easy to work with. I mean, you can't wood burn it, but you know, I don't really like wood burning mesh anyway. When I'm doing the woodland ruffle, I don't, regardless of what it is. But it's very nice mesh. And again, I used about 1.25 rolls, 1 1/3 rolls. If you only have 1 roll, you can cut your mesh at between 21 and 22 inches, and you will have enough, okay, for 1 roll. So let's put this in here. See, I lost that end of the zip tie. Hello, Karen. How are you? It does get a little bit crowded in there, but that's okay. And also, I like the extra mesh because I put so much in my wreath. I like it as a base. Like, I like it to, you know, put my florals and things in. It holds things, right? So I've got this one here and this one here. So I've got 2 more there, okay? And this mesh, again, it's blue, but it's a neutral, if that makes sense. It's a neutral blue. Like, it goes with many, many, many colors. It's a perfect everyday color, I think. This wreath will be perfect all year till the fall. Okay. Pull that tight. And where's the other one? 1 more right here. Okay. Which is right here. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Doris. I'm going to mention again for the people that just arrived, I was supposed to be doing a kit today, a double door kit. However, my package is still in transit. So I did not receive it in time. So I'm just doing a wreath today, showing you how to use the large board, the Unique in the Creek large board. And tomorrow, if my package arrives, I'm going to be doing another live with the double door kit, wildflower double door kit. Tomorrow, same place, same time, 12 Eastern, 1 Central, 12 Mountain, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. Sorry about that. Okay, so hopefully the mail comes, fingers crossed, and we'll have that double door kit done tomorrow, okay? So the jute mesh is not wood burn, so it will fray a bit, but that's okay because we're going to hide it. Okay, so that's our base. So we used 8 on row 2, 4 on row 3, and 4 on row 4, and nothing in the center. All right. So we'll just sort of just separate our ribbons a bit. Okay, so they'll be ready when we set in our florals and things, greenery. Because if you know me, I love to add florals and greens to my wreaths. Okay, I enjoy them. Okay, so you separate your tails like that. That's how fluffy it is. Now the sign is this beautiful welcome sign that I'm not sure. I was going to put, I'm just going to flip it over, my friends. I think I'm going to do it in the center, and I'm going to put a small bow here and a small bow here, and then we'll fill around. So we'll put the sign on first, make 2 small bows, and then the bucket of magic. Yes, Lynn, my friend, the bucket of magic. Okay, so let's get this in the wreath. Now, what holes am I going to put this on? Let's find the top of the board first. Let me see. So the top of the board is here. The words Unique in the Creek are right here. These are the 2 chamfered holes that are in the very top. I'm just going to add a zip tie and then cut the excess off. And then you have your hanger. Okay, so that's the top. Oh, hi, Margaret. No worries. We're just getting started. Just finished the mesh and the ribbon tails. Okay, so then I'm going to put the sign. Let's see here. Just get rid of some of this. Let me just get rid of some of this off my table here, if you don't mind. It makes it easier to work when there's not so much clutter. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Okay, so I might have to use longer zip tie. You know what? I'm going to have to use longer pipe cleaners, I think, because this is too thick. I'm just going to take these out. Okay, and I'm going to use these longer burlap ones I have. I purchased these from the shop. I'm not sure if Lori has these still. I apologize, but if she does, grab them. I love these long zip ties, pipe cleaners. Okay, I have already, this morning when I came down here, these aren't quite set. They're not 24 hours because I was hoping to do the kit. So I just put the mounts on the top and the bottom. I put a little E6000 under that mount and then hot glued around it. Okay, so the hot glue will be the instant quick set, but the E6000 will cure in 24 hours and hold that on there permanently. So I'm not going to I'm not going to pull on it too much, okay? Because I don't want those cable mounts to fall off. Because like I said, it's only been a few hours, couple hours. What time is it? 12? Yeah, it's only been about three hours. Okay, so I don't want those cable mounts to pull off. Now I'm going to put I'll show you where I put my sign as soon as I can get it on here. Let's see where I'm going here. There's so much mesh, it's hard to see. Okie dokie, let's see here. Hang on a second, please. No, I don't want it there. I want it right here, I think. Good thing about Unique in the Creek boards, you can always change your mind where you put things. You just move it, put it back. Okay, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing here. Hi, Albert. How to figure out what was the top is what would confuse. You mean top of the board? So you did one of Angie's kits. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, they're a little bit, the holes are chamfered in. Now this jute does fray, I'm not gonna lie. But you can't burn it. So you have to deal with the frays. I somehow did not tuck this one far enough in. So just remember when you're rolling your edges to really fold under that roll. Okay, I'm just going to tuck it in there and I'll have enough stuff in there that I can hide that. Okay, because you don't want those frays obviously to show if you don't have to. So let's see, I need it right here. And of course, the more you fiddle with the mesh, the worse it's going to fray. So once we get this on here, I'm hoping these middle pieces will stop fraying, because they certainly are as I fiddle with it. Does anyone have any questions if you were late popping on? We have dead air kind of when we're doing the bow or the sign because it's the hardest part. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, actually I'm going to push it from the bottom. Sometimes that's better. This is where we talk amongst ourselves, right? Okay, there we go. I think I've got it. Sign yoga. Yes, my friends, it is. Good one. That's a good saying, Lynn. Sign yoga. Okay. Now I think this is where I'm going to keep it. Now I went over the zip ties that I had, okay, on row 4. Okay, it's right in the center, right under the Unique in the Creek sign wording, and then right across, okay? Now I take the zip tie, pipe cleaners, and just until there's a bit of resistance, I'll probably go back in and tighten it a little bit more. But for the time being, I just leave it like that. Okay, so that's pretty sturdy because I've got a pretty good base in there, right? Now, let's make 2 small bows. And when I mean small, I mean like my version small, which isn't very small, but it'll be smaller than what I normally do. Okay, so I've got this bow maker. Lori has the Stow and Go, the Easy Bow Stow and Go, not this one. This one's a bit bigger. Stow and Go is a little bit more compact, which is nice. Okay, but this is the bow maker I have, so we're going to use that. Now, I wanted to pull a little bit of green in here. I have this green. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure where I got it. I think I ordered it from the States when I first started wreathing. So this roll probably cost me 40 bucks. Actually, I don't even know. It probably cost me even more than that, because if I order it from Craft Outlet, I have to pay extraordinary shipping. But I've had it for a few years, so that's good. And then I have, of course, some purples. Okay. I have a bit of this lavender ribbon I'm going to use in the bow. I was going to add a blue, but I don't think I'm going to add blue anymore. I do have this smoke blue though. That's always pretty. And then of course I've got the ribbons I used in the bow right here. And then I've got this one I thought might be cute in the center, and this one also is very cute. It's lavender cabana stripe. You may not be able to see that. So this is what I'm thinking. Yes, Rosanna. Hello. Welcome. The handy dandy needle helps. That's for sure. Yeah, this green ribbon. What is it? Stitch something or not stitch? Yes, Paula. The sign is everything, actually. All these ribbons and everything. So far, what I've used in this wreath are all from Unique in the Creek, and they are listed in the description box below, okay? If you would like to know the SKUs. I think I'm going to, geez, it's so hard to, sometimes, you know, sometimes bows aren't the easiest because I go overboard because I want a small bow. So I think listen, my friends, I have to use this velvet. I know velvet isn't really a summer thing, but I love this color. We're going to do this small. We're going to do 7-inch tail. Okay, 7-inch tail. Maybe 5.5-inch loop. Okay. And we'll do one on each side. 5.5 inches. Cut the tail. Now remember, I have to do 2 bows. I did not get my stem cutter yet, Margaret. The ones on Amazon Canada, I didn't like any of them. Because I don't want anything like a bolt cutter. If you see one, Margaret, if you wouldn't mind, send me a link. That'd be great. Margaret also lives in Canada. And we don't have a lot of things accessible to us here in Canada. Okay, so same tail. Now, I don't know if these tails are going to stay that way, but I don't want short. I don't want them. I'd rather have the tail than not. Okay, I don't like not having it look right. So I'm going to make, oh, and this is really nice ribbon too. Actually, this ribbon did not come from Unique in the Creek. Because it is a 50-yard roll, and I think her 50-yard rolls are only solid. So this is going to be just shy of 5.5, okay? Now, the thing with this one, I'm not going to have enough, I don't think, to do, well, let's cut it in half first. See what we have then. Might not be able to use it at all. I might be able to do it maybe in a center one loop or something, or a tail. We'll see how that goes. Okay, and then I'm going to use this lavender, solid lavender. I think that'll be pretty in there. Hi, Shirley, late as usual. That's okay, my friend. If you're expecting the kit, unfortunately, my package did not arrive. Oh, thanks, Margaret. Yeah, that would be great. Just DM me the listing if you wouldn't mind. That would be awesome. And I'll see if that's what would be good for me. Okay, so this one's a little bit shorter. What would that be? Just shy of 5 inches. And then, let me see here. Yeah, I'm only going to be able to do like a center loop with this. So we'll do that in the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Dang it, dang it, dang it. We're going to do this one. Now I know this doesn't look like a small bow, but trust me, it is for me. A little bit shorter. This crosshatch ribbon is a little bit hard to work with just because it's so good, like so thick. It's thick and wired. So, you know, it's a little bit harder to move, but boy, does it look nice in a wreath. I think. I love it. Okay, and then sorry, I'm just thinking I might just actually cut this and use it as a tail. Okay, so I'm just going to put it across there. I'm going to obviously cut that tail because it's too long. Actually, we'll just pinch it up. Maybe we'll do bottom tails. We'll see how that goes. But I don't have enough for loop. And I would like to use a couple center, like a littler center loop. So let's just do this. Thank you, Shirley. It's a great everyday color. Everyday summer wreath, all summer. Okay, so then we'll do this. See, I just can't do simple wreaths or simple bows, eh? They're always big, but that's okay. I'm not going to use this Cabana Lavender. I am going to use this, I think. I think this might be, yeah, I think that'll be great. We'll just do this. We'll just do this as a center loop, okay? So just one little loop right about there. Cut it off. Now, I have weak hands, as we all know. I'm going to use a long zip tie that I just get at the hardware store, and then I will put it through that center, and I will put a, sorry, I'm going to grab a couple more of my longer pipe cleaners, and I'm going to add one in the back as soon as I pull this bow off, which is the second hardest thing to do, right? Sign in the bow. Okay. And I try to tighten it up before I pull it off, because once I pull it off, if it's not tight, dang, did I get it? Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I don't want to lose my stack. Okay. Now I'm just going to push it down, get that pipe cleaner underneath that zip tie before I tighten it up completely. Okay. And then sort of make sure your backs are okay where they're supposed to be. And I'm going to zip that up and pushing on that center. Sorry, I was out of frame. I apologize. I just pulled up that center and I will cut that zip tie off. Okay, so that's bow one. Hopefully we like it. We'll see. Hopefully we like it. Okay, so that's one bow. I think it'll be okay. We're going to add more color to this wreath. So I think I started with the, what did I start with? I started with the blue. Okay, 7-inch tail, 5.5-inch loop, and then I go down a little bit after that. Okay, so 5.5, 5.5. Then I did this green. And I wanted to add a bit of green because I think, well, the green's in the sign too. And I think, well, I love green. Okay, so a little bit less. Any questions? Need a recap? Okay, blue, red, purple. Lavender, sorry. Hi, Jean. How are you? Thanks for joining. Was supposed to be a kit, but my package has not arrived yet, so we did an impromptu little wreath here. Welcome everyday wreath, which I think will be pretty all summer. Okay, and then we did this one. I have to order some more of this crosshatch because I'm almost out. It's a great, great ribbon. Okay, and then I did this one. Yes, I know this is too long of a tail. Don't worry, we will fix that. I will do uptails because I do like uptails. Then I did this little one here. Sorry, I kind of go, I eyeball my loops. Like I just kind of go a little bit shorter, right? And then I'm going to put this little center loop in just to add a pop of white. I actually don't use a lot of white in my wreaths. Like I rarely ever use straight white tail ribbon tails or things like that. I'm not sure why. I just never really have. Okay, so zip tie. Make sure all your ribbons are under there. Okay, you're going to go through the center. Oops, you're going to go through the center here. Tie up your zip tie. Oops. So you hear it lock. Pull it up. And as you're pulling up, push on that stack. Okay. I'm a little trouble here. Hi, Pamela. Okay, and then make sure, keep that stack, push on that zip tie. And where's that other? Oh, did I lose that pipe cleaner? I think I did. Okay, I think I lost my stack too, so I'm gonna have to really work on this bow, I think. Okay, let's get this. This bow might not work. I might have to redo this one because I literally lost that stack in the center. Oh, that's okay, Shirley. I know it would be a mistake from you. Okay. Tighten that up. Cut that off. Get rid of this bow maker. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is seamed together. I didn't notice it, but it's on the bottom and you actually can't tell at the top. I am going to leave that. Sometimes they do that. They'll stitch it together or glue it together, and I didn't feel it when I was doing the bow. But that's okay. We'll be able to hide that. Okay, so now I'm going to break my bow, as they say. I'm going to take my tails, move them up and down, twist my loops as I go. Okay. Now, you don't have to do up tails like me. You can put your tails wherever you like. But for some reason, I love up tails. It's just what I like. Okay, so you want to get your loops and your tails all sorted. This bow might be a little harder to figure out because I did lose my stack there a little bit. I think these little guys, I might just leave the white ones in the front. sorry, I'm just going to move this a little bit. So when I do my loops, I like to, you know, kind of do opposite. Like it's never going to be exactly opposite because by the time you get it on your wreath, it's, you know, things move around. But I like to make sure they're on opposite sides of where they are on the other side, if you can. Okay, there's no right or wrong. But you'll be able to tell when you put it on the wreath what it looks like. Okay, so that's bow 1. This is bow 2. Do the exact same thing. What the heck happened here? Oh, this one, I lost the stack on this one too. I must have. Okay, that's okay. We'll figure it out. So let's move this one down. There's always a way to fix it. Okay, you just twist those ribbons. All right. You call yours ducktails, Rebecca? Okay. So go to the other side, do the same thing. I'm sorry, this is kind of the boring part, isn't it? But I have a bucket of magic coming, so hang on. Oh, yes. This actually, the first bow was worse than the second bow. Okay. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We all know if it's bad, I'll take it off and just redo the bow. I kind of like making bows now. I never used to, but I kind of find it therapeutic when you're going through your bow loops and just kind of placing things, you know. Anyway, that's the bow. So let's put those on and see what they look like. They don't look very good. We'll have to redo them. Now, where I'm going to put these, I will show you as well as soon as I decide where I'm going. Okay, so obviously we're going to be cutting the tails because they are way too long. No worries, I'll figure it out. Another reason I like a lot of mesh is because it gives my bows something to sit on, right? Because you can maneuver the mesh underneath your bow right here. I can, because everything sticks. You can just move your mesh underneath there. Get it to sit on top of that mesh. I'm just going to gently do up my pipe cleaners in the back so I can see what this kind of looks like without it sticking to that jute. Everything sticks to this jute mesh, but it's okay. It'll work. It's going to work somehow. Magic is today, yes. Yeah, the dovetails are this when you do the points that way. And I think ducktails are when you do it this way, pointed, like this. I think that's a ducktail, you know, where you do the point, I think. Don't quote me. That's what I always thought anyway. So now we're going to dovetail these, what I call dovetails anyway. I'm going to go around. I have, again, no rhyme or reason how I cut my tails. I go in, I cut them. Obviously, I don't ever cut them too short because I can't add length. But I can always go around and cut them shorter, right? See where we are here. I think once we get, I'm not 100% happy with this though, but I think once we get everything in, I think it'll be okay. We'll have to wait and see. Might have to do some adjusting. I might have to move that bow a little bit and make it more sturdy. Hang on, please. Ah, lordy, lordy, eh? It's always something. Okay, let's see here. Let's put the bow in here. Just going to go over a set of zip ties. Hi, Linda from Tennessee. How are you? Thanks for joining. We're just struggling with the bow here. Just be a second. Okay, my friends. So sorry about that. Let's get this maneuvered here. It's worked around as best we can. I've got two loops on the same side here, so we don't want that. Let's just pull that down. Okay. And again, I'll probably have to adjust these. Whoa, everything stick. This mesh is it. Things stick to this jute mesh like bees to honey. So just be aware. Okay. Actually, this one's too long. This one doesn't look like I cut it, but I did. So let's make that point a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see what we got here. I might put that one up there. And I might just roll this one. I'm kind of talking out loud to myself. It might not make sense right now, but it will, I hope. I hope. One thing about this weave mesh or ribbon, it does fray. But that's okay. It's pretty. I can deal with frays when it's pretty. Okay, so that's one bow. I'm not sure. It looks a little plain right now. I got to add some color to that. But let's put this one on. Okay, so I'm going to go opposite. So I put that bow right here. So one left of the center. So I'm going to put this one right here. Right here. Which is right over that zip tie that I already have there with my mesh and ribbon tails. Okay. So I'm going to pull that through. Okay. Hang on a second. Sorry. You're like, what is she doing down there? Okay. Sorry, I was off camera too. I apologize. Okay. Gently tie it up so you can. No, this mesh, Paula, cannot be cut because it's jute, wood burned, which is why I didn't. But to be honest, when I do the woodland ruffle, I don't wood burn anyway. The only time, personally, for me, the only time I would burn is if I am doing a flower. Or if I'm doing, yeah, literally. Yeah, I can't even say I do this style and wood burn because I don't think I ever have. It's just not needed, right? Because you mostly don't see, well, I have to tuck in some of these edges, but you don't really see those edges because you've rolled it. If you do the woodland ruffle, which is my favorite, my to-go, what was I saying? My go design, not design. Preference? My favorite preference, I guess. You don't need to wood burn it anyway. But it's very nice mesh. It is. It's very durable, like Tina just said, and it's just a really pretty mesh, I think. So I'm just going to cut these tails for now. We'll probably go back, reshape things. But we're going to get that bucket of magic out, and we're going to do that. Just got a few more zip ties, or not zip ties, tails to cut. Get to that straight away. This one has to go up here, actually. So this has to be cut a bit shorter. There we go. Again, these loops may have to be adjusted just a smidge. But for now, it'll give us the idea of what we have working here. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now. What do you think? Too big, too small, boring? What do you think? Okay, probably could have gone a little smaller. I will cut those tails like I said. Now, bucket of magic, my friends. Now, if you know me, I pull out lots of things and I don't always use them, okay? But these are some of the things I pulled out to use. Now, these are all from Unique in the Creek. This is not. These little blue flowers are not. These are from Michael's. It's a blue camellia, basic bush, $14.99 in Canada, $9.99 in the States. I probably would have bought this at 40% off because I don't buy things at Michael's unless it's on sale because they're extremely expensive here. So I'm not sure about these flowers, but look, see how perfect those are? Those are perfectly matched flowers. So I'm pretty sure I will use them. So here's the thing, my friends. This bush from Unique in the Creek, okay, it's a great bush. Like, look how full it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 9 stems. And you can cut them. I cut them. I'm going to cut them right at the base. I always keep the one, if I'm not going to use the whole bush, I always keep the one with the tag on last, so I know, I know what it is. I'll probably cut those for now. Okay. So that's part of the bucket of magic. I think we could probably cut these down in half. And look, I'm not sure if you're aware. These little bushes have little lavender like tips. Lori has this in red, pink, yellow, white, and lavender. I'm not sure if they're all still available. I bought them all when they first came out, and I've rebought a couple of the colors because I've used it, and I love this bush. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Ruthie. Hi, Erica. Did you forget I was on, my friend? I'm going to see if I can cut these off right down the middle, right at that joint here. And, oh, this one here might be a wasted. This one here might be a wasted piece. It's okay. We'll figure that out. I might have cut that one a bit too short. Okay, so let's see here. Probably should have cut right here. Okay, but there. You can cut them in almost even pieces, okay? This one was a little off, but that's okay. Honestly, either way will work. No one will notice. No one will notice. Okay, this one here. Okay, there we go. Now again, I'm pretty sure these flowers are so pretty, eh? So now I'm not a committer, as you all know. Sorry, those are my pant strings. Let's tuck those in. Sorry, I apologize. There we go. Okay. So if you're wondering what those cords were, I'm just going to see. I'm not a committer is what I was trying to say. I don't glue in until I am sure I like it, or attach until I like it. That's just me. Some people just go, yeah, we'll put it there, and off they go and merrily along their way. But me, no, I can't do that. I'm not like that. Okay. So that's just with the greens, which is pretty, but I'm also going to put things in the center because there's a lot of blue that's sitting there, right? Let's cut this up, I think. This is also a bush from Unique in the Creek. It's their Evafoam. It's their Evafoam leaves. These also came in various colors. It came in like a lime green. I believe it came in pink or rose color. And then it came in this lavender purple color. I think that was it. Now I think, oh, hold please. Sorry. I don't like doing this, but I usually always do, don't I? Now, hold please. I'm so sorry about that. I thought I had purple lavender. I do, but I thought I had purple lavender type picks from Unique in the Creek. I'm not sure. Maybe this is from her shop. I had cut these apart. No, I think this is Michael's. I think this is a Michael's, but I do think I might use some of this lavender because I need some color. Yeah, this is a Michael's bush. Deluxe bush lavender berry. Okay, so I am going to add some of this in because I think it needs some color. And I also have these leaves, these purple leaves. I mean, that might be pretty too. Those are from the shop, from Unique in the Creek.com. Oops. Oh, yeah, Erica, yeah. The kit I was supposed to do today, the double wildflower, it didn't come in yet. So I just kind of whipped this up. I'm going to go tomorrow as well. Yeah, thank you, Tina Kelly. I am 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. Yeah, sorry for the confusion. Oh, is the mesh sold? It with the SKU that I listed there, Paula? She might be sold out. I have had this for a bit. So yes, I apologize. She possibly could be sold out of this. Put the lavender in that one, I think. But Paula, if you want to do a design like this, you know what other mesh would look really good with this? A natural jute would look pretty, really pretty with this, I think, too. So if you can't find the denim one and you like this sign, because this also is a Unique in the Creek sign, you can absolutely just use a different mesh. Oh, just push these up. Sometimes they're easier to push up than others. Now I'm just going to put the lavender, I think, with the lavender ribbon, I think. Again, I'm not a committer, so we'll see how that goes. But it does need some more color, I think, down along here. And then we need some stuff in the center because you don't want all that, you know, even though the mesh is pretty, we don't want to see just a circle of blue mesh around the center. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, Paula, I was actually going to use a natural jute, actually. And then I found this denim that I hadn't used, and I thought, oh, no, I like the denim. It goes great with the sign. But, you know, I'm going to cut that off down a little bit, I think. I think I'm going to put, do you guys like these colors? I think I'm going to put these leaves under the bows. And then maybe some greens as well. Just to give it something. This one's too long, I can tell already. And so is this one. And so is this one. See, that's why I like longer tails. Because once you start building your wreath, at least for me anyway, it changes, right? My design might change, so. And I'll just randomly put, I think between the ribbon tails, I'll add some greenery, I think is what I'll do. Let's see if that'll work. So here, here, here. Oh yeah, that smoke blue horizontal is very nice too. I do love denim blue. I do love the blues. For some reason this year, I'm loving the blues. Loving blue. Again, you don't have to stuff your wreaths like I do. You just don't. Because honestly, this sign and the mesh is so pretty. You could have just done that in ribbon tails. If you didn't want to put anything if you didn't want to put greenery or florals or anything, what I would do is I would have probably done ribbon tails on the inside row. Okay. And if you did, I would cut my ribbon tails longer because you need those ribbon tails to go over your mesh, right? You don't want them sticking straight up. Does that make sense? So if you do inside row ribbon tails on a really fluffy wreath like this, you need to be able to see the ribbon tails. So you need to cut them longer. These ones, outside ones, were 14. You'd probably have to cut those ones like 16 inches. Oh, that is totally long. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay. Yeah, that is a little bit better. See, because I had lost the stack on these bows, then some of the ribbons aren't as even. But it's not that hard to fix. You can, even though this is zip tied and ribbon tail or zip tied and pipe cleaner, you can pull on those ribbons pretty good and still part them to get some length. Again, you don't have to add this much. I'm just looking to see if I want to add this much. I may take some of this out. You never know. Look how pretty that is. I think that's pretty, huh? What do you think? Do you like? Let's flip this around. I don't think I'm going to use the purple ficus. I don't think I need it. And I don't think I'm going to use this floral spray. I don't think, although, you know, I do like that floral spray. We know I use it all the time. But I don't know if I'm going to use it today. But, oh, I forgot about the blue flowers. Let's see here. Let's cut off a couple of these and see what we have. Now, I don't think I like the leaves, though. Well, let me see. Oh, and they're long flowers. Well, let's see here. I mean, those flowers do match really well with the sign. Maybe I could pop in a couple of these. Yeah, I don't want both sets of leaves though, too much. Oopsie. I lost the top. That's okay. Just going to glue it back on. In fact, I'll just put a dab of glue on that pick head there. And put those flowers back on. Okay, just like that. You just put that glue on there. Okay, so this is, yeah, let's see what I have here. Okay. Yeah, these flowers are too pretty not to use, I think. So we're going to put 3 sets of flowers in here. We'll put one there, maybe one in here. And yeah, I think these blue flowers are perfect with that sign. I mean, could you get them any better? I don't think so. We'll see if I can place them properly and see what that will look like. I probably will glue off camera. I do that because I think you guys are going to get bored watching me glue, to be honest, but so this is kind of what we have. Kind of like that. I'm not sure about these Eva foams either. I might just, yeah, I might just use, oh, dang it. Might just use the Greenery. I might just use this lavender Greenery. Not lavender. Purple tipped Greenery, I think. So that will be one bush, but look how big it is. Like, it's quite large. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, again, the SKUs are listed. If you are interested in the Greenery itself. I think just the Greenery, I think, in the bow. I don't think I'm going to use these Eva foams. I cut them, but that's okay. I will definitely use them. Put those back in. Put this in here. This is all changeable, right? Because I haven't glued anything yet. Which is, again, why I don't like to glue, because I never know what it's going to look like. I'm going to hang it on the wall as well, so we can see it from there. See what tails need to be cut, because I'm pretty sure some of these do. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to push up this pusher a little bit higher. Do you guys have a favorite kind of wreath that you like to make? Do you like ring board, large board? Do you like flowers better? Do you have a favorite, or do you like them all? Oh, that's pretty full. Okay, I'm going to hang you on the door. Let's take a boo at this. Let's take a boo at that. Okay, I'm going to bring you up. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, well, this one's, which one? Oh, that one's just hanging by a thread. Let me walk away and see what it looks like, please. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. That sign needs to be jilted a little bit, though. It's a bit Like it has to go that way. So I will make sure that stays that way. You can always put a little glue behind that. Okay, this greenery has to be adjusted a bit. And these tails, I think might have to be cut a little bit. Let's see here. What do y'all think? Thank you, everyone. So again, if there's no denim blue, use a natural blue. You could use a light lavender mesh, deco mesh. Put natural curls in there. You could do that. You could do lots of different variations because this sign has natural. You can even do a darker brown base, lavender, purple, darker purple. You could use a darker purple. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty full. Yeah, I think that'll work. So I'm going to bring you down again, and we'll recap everything. And then I'll let you go. I will glue these off camera, and then I will post a picture on Unique Wreath Creators, okay? Oh, sorry, you can see all that. Why is that? Let me move you over here this way. Oh, well. So, no, sorry. It is a little bit, there we go. No, you're crooked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go. You're going to see my laptop. I apologize. Okay, so recap. Large board, 16 pieces of mesh cut at 30 inches. Again, you don't have to cut it at 30. You could cut it at 21 and use one roll of mesh. Okay, you could just use one roll. The 8-inch sign from Unique in the Creek. Actually, everything on this wreath is from Unique in the Creek except the lavender. Okay, from Michael's, and these blue camellia flowers are these Michael's too? Ashland, Michael's too. Okay. But everything else, ribbons, mesh, boards, everything was from Unique in the Creek. Okay. And tomorrow, don't forget, I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully the kit will be here today sometime. And I'll be able to do that double wildflower kit for you tomorrow. Okay. So let me just see if I can straighten that sign up a bit. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick some greens in there because you don't want a bunch. You want to see the mesh, but you don't want to see like just a ring of mesh right in the center. Okay, so here we go. That looks a bit better. I think I got that sign straightened out. Again, if you see a fray, you just cut it off. No worries. Sorry for the ring light. There we go. Okay, so you got the bow. You got some greenery ribbon tails all the way around. I ended up using this whole lavender pick, okay? Another bow, the 8-inch sign, added some blue flowers that match. I could not use them, right? Because they match perfectly to the sign. Those were from Michael's. I may take off this green though. I'm going to take off the leaves. I don't like those leaves. And then I will just tuck it in there. I think it looks better without the leaves. Sometimes I'll keep leaves, but often I won't because I don't like the flimsy leaves, you know. Okay, so there is that. Somewhat like that. Okay, I'm going to tuck them in a little bit better. Figure out the tails, make sure they're all good. And my loops are even, etc. You fluff out your ribbon tails, okay? Before you take your picture, make sure all your ribbon tails are separated. These are not because I've been, working around them. But before I take a picture, I will make sure that you can see them. Okay, so large board, 16 pieces of mesh. You can go from anywhere from 22 to 30, which is what this is. And again, remember, it depends on what your mesh is. If you use the smoke blue and the horizontal wide stripe, you would not need a 30 piece of mesh because that's a very thick mesh. Okay, it's thicker. So it's going to have a lot more coverage. This jute mesh, I mean, it is thick, but it is thinner than that horizontal wide stripe. And then I did 8 sets of tails cut at 14 inches. You can do any variation of ribbons that you like. Okay, so 8 sets on the row 2. Row 3 and 4, I did every 4 on 3 and 4 on 4. So you can put them wherever you want. Okay, really, because you're not going to be able to tell that, whatever, because it's full. Then I made 2 bows. You can do just 1 bow and more florals. You can do more ribbons, whatever you like. If you do ribbon tails on the center, make sure you use longer tails, 16 inches preferably, because you need it to go over the mesh. You don't want it sticking up, okay? You want it to kind of flow over the mesh. And then you can add any greenery, floral picks, lavender picks, whatever you like, okay? You can even do this on the ring board. I was originally going to do it on the ring board, and then I thought, well, I want the sign, I think, in the middle, so I want that support. Like a ring board doesn't have the support in the center, obviously, because there's a hole, right? But there you go. There you go, my friends. Do you have any questions? Anyone need any questions? No? Okay, well, that is it then for today. Hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Same place, same time, hopefully with a kit. Hopefully with a kit, okay? I have not heard the postman come yet, so I don't know where he is. But hopefully he will be here shortly so I can prep at least, I didn't have a lot of, well, I did prep a little bit today, but I like to prep a little bit, right? Okay. But this is it today, my friends. Really pretty everyday wreath. Perfect from now until the fall or up to fall. I think I probably would change this by the fall. Okay, so thank you, everyone. I will post the picture in Unique Wreath Creators, okay, so you can all see the final result. And I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for joining me today. We will see you again tomorrow. If you go shopping at uniqueinthecreek.com, if you would consider using my affiliate code, which is Judy in all caps, Judy. And if not, that's not a problem at all. You shop away, fill your cart. Kick Craze Part 2 was released on Saturday. I believe that a couple have sold out. So if you want to get your kits, make sure you get them, okay? Because they do sell out relatively fast. So you don't want to have FOMO, okay? You don't want to miss out. Okay, so thank you again, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Unique in the Creek Facebook page and YouTube. And as always, happy crafting. Bye for now.